The program was established to prove a theory of action that principals were the greatest lever of change in the school improvement process. And so it was founded with this goal to train and develop individuals who wanted to be principals and impart upon them the skills, the dispositions, and the capacity to transform urban schools in particular across the Chicagoland area.
The program was launched in 2002 and moved from a typical master's principal licensure program to a doctorate program, EdD program. The research was showing very clearly the power of the principal in transforming schools.
One of the things that I think is a hallmark important piece of the program, which is what drew me to want to be a faculty member here at UIC, is the focus on leaders developing the skills and capacity to engage in continuous improvement practices. We focus heavily on equity, racial equity, and making sure we're supporting the learning needs of students that are in schools that historically have been marginalized, and that we're preparing leaders to lead in that particular kind of school using a continuous improvement mind frame and approach.
I feel like the coaching part of the program is like the bread and butter of the program. Thoroughly enjoyed my coaching experience. I would not have been successful. I wouldn't have graduated and matriculated through the program if it wasn't for them. And then that's kind of like a relationship of a lifetime. Like I have a relationship for a lifetime, right? Like, although I just graduated, I know that I can still call on him no matter wherever my career path takes me.
I had two coaches. It was like, here, this is how you prepare. This is how you create the narrative. And then my other aspect of the coaching that really helped me was be yourself, like be you. And how do I marry these two things? And those are some of the reasons in which my school is growing because of the coaching that I received from USC.
The turnkey is definitely the coaching because it's as if you have a partner moving through your learning with you, and that takes care of not just your cognitive needs, but also your development and with respect to how you see yourself as a leader.
I begin by, how was your day? Just some sort of soft conversation about, how they're feeling and how things are going. And then we jump into the work.
I create individual coaching goals, but they create a leadership development plan and really thinking about, well, what moves did you make this week? What did you learn with those moves? And so we talk about moves, we talk about problems, we talk about their individual growth needs. I give them probing questions to help them think about any changes that they're going to make.
Everybody should have a cohort. I don't know, these folks have become my family. Like, I mean that for real. These are people I call when I'm struggling. I call when I did something well. Heck, I even moved to the neighborhood next to one of my cohort members because it was just like, I trusted their words so much because we've been through something, right? We're doing the classes, we're in the schools, we're learning from each other. And the coolest part about the model is if I don't know it, they do.
I think the cohort model is really good for that iron sharpening iron kind of interactions where the question someone else asks, like, man, I hadn't even thought about that, or you come up with something like, hey, how come we haven't X, Y, Z? And then somebody asks, that important question in class. We help each other. I love the cohort model.
It has been tremendous in the way that we've been able to challenge each other in our thinking, in the way that we're sharing. We've been able to give each other positive notes, constructive feedback, and I've made so many great friends that I know are going to last for a lifetime. It's been fantastic.
Well, some memories, obviously there's graduating and submitting my final capstone work, which was an amazing feeling. Some of the memories that will stay with me from the journey through the doctoral program are really working together with the members of my cohort to really support each other as we were going through the different phases of the program.
I knew if I want to go into school administration that I had to pick the right program. And I believe that UIC Urban Education program was the right program for me due to its mission of developing school leaders in an urban setting.
What's unique about this program is they're very focused on how can I be an equitable leader in a public school in Chicago. We have a challenging and diverse public school system here, and I knew that I needed to be equipped to do it well.
Because of our collective efforts, our successes keep multiplying. As of June of this year, 139 UIC trained educators are in leadership positions at the school or district levels in CPS. And 265 UIC trained educators remain involved in the field of educational leadership at the school, district, higher education, and not-for-profit levels in the United States and beyond. Remember, this program started with 13 students. Look at how far we've come.
I think our future is very bright. We're always going to continue to focus on making sure we're serving Black students, Latinx students, gender non-conforming students. So we have a lot of promise in terms of what we want to begin to kind of work to prepare our leaders to be able to do when they go into schools with these very diverse populations.
Dr. Irby, myself, and Dr. Merowitz did a lot to reshape the instructional leadership course sequence to be much more race conscious and focused on culturally relevant instructional practices. And so that's redesigning our courses, it's redesigning our internship, our residency experiences, and really not having equity or race consciousness on the periphery of what we do, but driving everything we do. And we're doing that work, and we're continuing to do that work, and I think that's the direction the program's heading in, and I think that's an exciting direction.
I want our graduates to be confident in their abilities to lead school improvement in substantive ways. I want them to be confident in their abilities to improve the academic experiences of students who've been historically marginalized. Being an effective principal comes down to your ability to lead adult learning. And so at the end of the program, I want them to feel like they have the ability to do that.